Chris Cornell died earlier this week. If you guys don't know who that is the lead singer of Audioslave. I mainly know him from that. And I gotta say that I am was completely devastated for this. Freaking Chris Cornell was a talented musician. I mean, he had a voice. He knew how to play the guitar. He was just a talent. Honestly, this is one of the earlier guys that listened to when it came to rock music. You know, people think I'm just a rap fan. I was also a rock fan, and Chris Cornell is a big inspiration of mine. And I just can't believe that he's gone. I mean, well, he is old. I knew that. It's just the way he died. I mean, he just suffered a depression. He hung himself, from what I've heard, and it's just pretty sad to hear stuff like that. Um, there's times where you just don't laugh at that kind of stuff, and it's just pretty devastating to know that a guy like Chris Cornell is gone. I mean, it's just pretty sad. I've been listening to his music all fucking week. It's just a pretty damn sad moment, I think, in my life, and I don't know how to start this, and it's kind of fucked up that I'm putting this right after my review for TakeOver and Backlash, but I just wanted to let you guys know how I've been feeling. I just feel bad that Chris Cornell is gone, and it's just kind of shocking, and I've been listening to his music a lot, and it's just insane, So yeah, rest in peace, Chris Cornell. You will be missed. What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Prince. I'm trying to stay up right now. I'm a little upset talking about Chris Cornell right now, but I do have two reviews I gotta give you guys. It's NXT TakeOver Chicago and WWE Backlash. One show was great. One show wasn't. Holy crap, was one just bad. I mean, I just thought Backlash. I'll get to Backlash. I'll start with NXT TakeOver Chicago. I thought that show was amazing. Honestly, NXT at the time, it was being done pretty crappy for the most part, but I'm glad to know that it's back to what we know it and love it for. Still not a perfect show. I think it's honestly, personally, I think it's one of the best takeovers I've seen since, I don't know. Plus, the build and hype for this show was amazing. So that's already a thumbs up for me. And we kick off with Roderick Strong versus Eric Young. I'm not the biggest Eric Young fan. I think you guys know this, but he had a good match with Roderick Strong. So there's that. And I don't know, Roderick Strong. I'm liking how they're building him up as a character, not just a popular wrestler. And I'm liking that they're giving him kind of a story. Because honestly, there wasn't nothing to get behind when it came to Roderick Strong. Not saying he was a bad talent, it's just that he needed a character, and I'm glad that they gave it to him. Particularly in his match with Hideo Itami that happened on Wednesday, I believe, or a couple of weeks ago, Wednesdays. I thought Roderick Strong definitely showed that he had a character there, and I really enjoyed that match for the most part. So there's that. Next match, we had easily the match of the night and possibly the match of the weekend. One of the best matches this year, to say the least. And that is Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. What a really good match. I thought that match was just fantastic. I thought Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate have amazing chemistry. The UK tournament, while good, nothing really stuck out for me besides Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. But now I'm liking that they're giving the United Kingdom a chance to show themselves and express themselves for who they are. So I'm liking how they're building these guys up. And yeah, this is a really good match. Again, match of the night, I don't want to say match of the year. There's a couple botches, but these guys did Hurricane Ranas. They did 450s. They did a moonsault from the outside. It was crazy. And I forgot the name of Pete Dunne's signature move, but he did it outside and then he landed on the side of the ring. Then he wins again. You could tell these guys worked their asses off to try to give us a good match. And I'm a big fan of Pete Dunne. I don't know if you guys know that. Pete Dunne is a character. You know, I like Tyler Bate. He's basically a modern Jack Gallagher, a much better done Jack Gallagher. But I don't know, Pete Dunne had more of a character that I enjoyed. So kudos for these two guys for having the match tonight. I didn't even think they could top their one in the UK show. And honestly, actually, it's not that shocking after all. These guys had more time given to them, so it's much better with what we got. I thought this match was amazing. Really good match. Go out of here, watch it. And we got a new UK champion, so I'm excited for the rematch. I'm excited for what they're gonna do with the UK division. I know they're bringing in Trent Seven. I heard Jack Gallagher's might switching from the cruiserweight division to the UK division. They got Mark Andrews. You know, a lot of people are coming in, so I'm excited to see where this UK division is going. I'm really enjoying for what it is. So yeah, kudos for that. Now this next match kind of had trouble getting invested in, but it was still a good match. I thought it was a solid match to say the least. Asuka defeated Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. I already knew that they were gonna win, so that kind of took me out of it for a while. But it was still a good match. I think Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott did their best. Ruby Riott is a star. I don't care what anybody says. Ruby Riott actually is a star. I like Nikki Cross, but I think outside of Sanity, maybe she's like much better. Because at this point, she will always go down as a girl that is part of Sanity, which is not sad. It's just kind of rare. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that they do something good with these girls. And I can't wait for Ember Moon and Asuka to have their official rematch. I know what they were trying to do. Honestly, if Ember Moon wasn't injured and she was part of this match, I'm not saying she would have won. I'm just saying that with Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross, and Asuka, this could have been the 4 Horsewomen 2.0 easily. But it's sad to say that Ember Moon wasn't part of it. But if she was, this could have easily built up a 2.0 version of the Horsewomen. And honestly, I'm not saying that would be better than Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, and Bayley. I'm just saying that it would be good to see a different generation. You know, I like how NXT likes to take stuff from the past and try to make it into their own thing and make it better in a way. Not better, but just nostalgia reasons. And now they got something to build. So I'm kind of depressed that we didn't get Asuka and Ember Moon in this match, but it's still they tried their best. The women tried their best, not taking them against it. And Asuka retains still once again. I'm liking how Asuka's now getting more cocky because now she's trying to be the most unbeatable woman in the roster, and she's doing an amazing job with it. So good job, Asuka. Now this next match we all thought was going to be the main event. It wasn't. Bobby Roode versus Hideo Itami. Hideo beats the living shit out of Bobby Roode, and it was just going off real good. And then I thought it was just a really good match, really stiff wrestling. I could guarantee they could have a much better match, but they did their best to give us a really good match. Hideo Itami was about to hit the GTS. The crowd chants CM Punk, of course, because they're in Chicago, and the GTS is popular for CM Punk nowadays, even though Hideo Itami originally made it. But Bobby Roode reverses it into a DDT. He's still holding him, and then he picks him up and does another DDT. I thought that was really smart, and it kind of reminded me of Cena and AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble when John Cena hits a double FU, like one FU, and then he flips to do another FU. So it kind of reminded me of that, and that was good. I like Bobby Roode as a champion. I personally would have given it the win to Hideo Itami, but I think they want to say that for Brooklyn 3, which is fine. I think in a much bigger show, Hideo deserves this moment. But if you're going to have a rematch, change it up a little bit. Make it more hard for Hideo Itami to try to win. Maybe add in some people like a Drew McIntyre, a Cassius Ohno. Actually, a Cassius Ohno wouldn't be that bad because if you guys saw the backstage heat with Hideo Itami, he was just mad at everybody. He's cussing people out, and particularly Cassius Ohno. It was just really well done. So I think maybe that's what they're building into. Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami. Maybe add in Drew McIntyre. I don't know. They could add some people in it. They could do something crazy with this match, and I'm hoping to see what we could do out of this. So kudos for NXT for making me interested in what could happen next. And the biggest moment of the night was Authors of Pain versus DIY. This was a really good match. Honestly, the best match on their own. Granted, it was a ladder match. There's a really cool part where Tommaso Ciampa picks up one of the Authors of Pain and throws him to a ladder. That ladder broke into little ass pieces. That was insane. I didn't think Authors of Pain could have handled ladders, but they played off the story that they can't handle ladders, so that was great. And DIY tried their best to try to win the belts, but they end up losing him. Authors of Pain are still your NXT Tag Team Champions, but that's not the biggest moment. The biggest moment is when DIY has their standing ovation, and then Tommaso Ciampa turns on Johnny Gargano. DIY splits. DIY was a great team, and it will be missed, but now I can see that they're going to do some great matches out of these guys. Hell, they could have a best-of-5 series winner faces NXT champion. They could do something big with this feud. Honestly, this could easily go down as the feud of the year. Because, it was just it was just something that we were waiting for. We were waiting for Tommaso Ciampa to turn on Gargano at any point. Hell, we expected it at NXT TakeOver Toronto. We didn't think they were going to be able to win and beat the Revival, but then when they beat him, we were just like, when is it going to turn? And they gave it time, and the right time happened. It was just incredible, and now I'm excited to see where this feud goes. And I love that they showed Johnny Gargano crying. I feel like the brawl between Gargano and Ciampa, well, the fact that Gargano just crying, that was just brilliant. I thought it was just really well done for a story, and it keeps you invested for NXT, so kudos for NXT. I'm going to give this show a 9 out of 10. It's easily an A show. Definitely go out of your way to watch it. Now, what wasn't an A show or even a B show was Backlash. This show was bad. Holy fuck, this show was underwhelming as hell. We kick off with the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura. This was the most hyped thing to happen, and Dolph Ziggler loses. I still believe that he should have won just so we could give more heat on Dolph Ziggler, but they didn't go the route that I personally wish they'd done, but it's fine. It was still an okay match. Honestly, it could have been a much better match, but I could tell that Dolph Ziggler knew he was going to lose, so he didn't care at this point to try to give us a good match. Shinsuke Nakamura, he was acting kind of weird in this match. He was just kind of moving around. There was a lot of moving around and nothing going on. It was just really dull. And, well, at least Shinsuke has a good moment. I'm a big fan of Shinsuke Nakamura, so, I'm excited to see where this goes. Next match, Usos versus Breezango for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This was... the crowd made it good, but it was pretty stupid for the most part. It was Tyler Breeze being a goofball. He pretends to be a janitor, then he pretends to be an old lady. It was just weird. It was just kind of lame. I didn't like it that much. So it was just no, I didn't enjoy it that much. It was pretty stupid. However, Usos retained, so there's that. I'm pretty sure New Day's coming soon, and they're gonna fight the Usos. So. I'm excited for that somewhat. Sami Zayn defeated Baron Corbin. I thought this match was okay for the most part. Not the best match. They could have had a much better match, maybe. But they did their best. I honestly wish Baron Corbin won just so Sami Zayn looks like an even bigger underdog. Because I thought that was the route they were going. Plus, Baron Corbin deserves much more. Ever since Dean Ambrose left, he hasn't done shit, and I feel bad for him. He should have won this match. Fuck, come on. And I'm not saying this match sucked. It was good, but the wrong guy went over in my eyes, and I'm gonna get shit for that because Sami Zayn is a big name that people like. So, but I never said that was dumb. I just said that just should have given the win to Baron Corbin. And honestly, they should have had Baron Corbin just beat the living shit out of Sami Zayn. Maybe end in a DQ. I wouldn't mind that personally. Next match, I hated this match. Welcoming Committee defeating Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. So Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina, 3 unknown names. I feel like they just threw all these women together. I never liked the Welcoming Committee, especially with James Ellsworth. What the fuck are they doing with James Ellsworth? I swear. They were going to play off the story of James Ellsworth or Carmella using James Ellsworth just to get popular in SmackDown, which worked. But now it's just they're not doing shit with it, and it was just now it's just boring and pathetic, and it's sad to look at. And the fact that the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte and Becky Lynch lost, it's just fucking. I don't know. I just wish we had a regular one-on-one match. Naomi puts her belt on the line against any of these three bitches. I really don't give a fuck. Fuck. I really was just bored throughout this match, honestly. Match of the night was Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. The only reason why I say this is match of the night because the only thing that had something to continue off. I like that it ended on a countout. Honestly, I thought that was smart. And AJ Styles being hung in the. Honestly, this is the more interesting countout ever. Honestly, because they're on the announcer's table. We're about to see a Styles clash, but AJ's foot gets stuck on one of the barricade, one of the holes for the TV monitors. Kevin Owens ties him up, and then he just runs back into the ring. I thought that was pretty brilliantly done, and it might continue a match on Money in a Bank somewhere. So I'm excited for that. So there's that. That's the only good thing about this whole show. That and Nakamura Ziggler. But next match, Luke Harper defeated Eric Rowan in a match I didn't even watch. It was so fucking boring. I fell asleep and I had to wake up, and by the time I woke up, Talking Smack was playing and Ty Dillinger was on Talking Smack talking about Money in the Bank. So there's that. And speaking of Talking Smack, I am fucking sick and tired of this. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon haven't shown up for shit at any of these shows. The whole point of Talking Smack is to have the general manager and Renee Young talk to the wrestlers, see what the fuck is going on. There's times that they use JBL. There's times they use the guy from Bring It to the Table. I forgot his name, but use the general managers. What the fuck are they doing? It's just like, fuck, stupid shit like this just irritates me. Like, fuck, I can't wait for Daniel Bryan to come back. I swear. I know he's just had his baby, so I know he's taking some time off, but where the fuck is Shane? Hell, where the hell is Shane McMahon? If not, have a substitute GM. Say Renee Young is a substitute for the commissioner and the GM. Just do something. It's just, fuck, when did SmackDown become Raw? I mean, some of the writing here is just dumb, you know. And I know that they lost a lot of stars. They lost The Miz. They lost Bray Wyatt. They lost Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Dean Ambrose. You know, they lost some good names. But shit, I mean, yes, you could blame it on like that, but also like try something. You know, like fuck, I don't know what the hell's wrong with SmackDown. It's just not the same ever since the shakeup or the draft happened. I swear. And I don't mind Jinder Mahal getting the push. I thought it was one of the slightly smart ideas. And him winning the WWE Championship this night, while the match was garbage, I'm going to be honest, the match wasn't that good. It was actually kind of a good moment for Jinder Mahal. It was like a moment that we didn't expect. It was kind of remind me of JBL when he beat Eddie Guerrero at the Great American Bash. So kudos for that. But here's my biggest problem with this. Rusev is scheduled to be at Money in the Bank and possibly fight for the WWE Championship. Good there, but he's gonna fight Jinder Mahal. Are you fucking serious? I want to see him. I don't want to see Jinder Mahal versus Rusev in the main event. How about Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal? Honestly, I would have had Randy Orton win this match. And then maybe have Jinder win Money in the Bank. I think Jinder Mahal would have been a great Mr. Money in the Bank. Just like waiting for the right time to cash in. I think that would have been really well done. And honestly, it would have been more interesting for Jinder Mahal seeing what he does next. And then Rusev be the strong WWE champion again when he fights Randy Orton. Because Rusev and Randy Orton can maybe pull off a pretty solid match. Jinder and Rusev, I don't think they could pull off a really good match. And I know that they're trying to turn Rusev into a babyface. I heard that that's the plan. But here's another thing that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Rusev, for the past couple of weeks, he's been saying that he hates Shane McMahon, he hates Daniel Bryan, he hates SmackDown. He deserves to be the WWE champion, and if he's not, he's gonna leave town. How the fuck is that a babyface? Holy crap. Sometimes I'm wondering what the fuck happened. I feel like all the writers switched. I don't know what the hell's going on, because Raw ain't good. SmackDown is falling apart. NXT is the only thing to watch now. I mean, New Japan, I'm enjoying the Best of Super Juniors, by the way. I saw Will Ospreay have another great classic with Ricochet. And I mean, Lucha Underground's coming back in a couple weeks. I think next week. Yep, next week. It comes back on 31st, so kudos for that. I'm glad Lucha Underground's coming back, because there's nothing good right now going on in wrestling. This is why it's hard to talk about it these days. And yeah, I just hope WWE comes back. I want the good WWE. I mean, even last year, Raw wasn't that. I mean, yes, Raw had its shit moments, but at least it had some great matches to talk about. You know, now ever since the shakeup, it's been pretty fucking weird. Personally, at this point, I wouldn't have had the shakeup if it was gonna get this bad. I mean, oh fuck, I feel bad for this. I mean, I just hope WWE. SummerSlam better deliver. It better be like one of the best shows of all time, because we have yet to see a phenomenal to amazing, outstanding match of the year contender from WWE. Besides Cena and AJ from the Royal Rumble, I can't think of any other matches that stuck out. Rollins and Triple H, while good, it didn't stuck out as much. The Triple Threat at Raw, no one's gonna remember it. The Chamber match was good for the moment of Bray Wyatt, but I mean, the Chamber itself, the new design fucked it all up for us. I mean, and then Payback, we didn't really have a good match of the year. By the way, Payback was much better than Backlash. Backlash gets a 5 out of 10. It's like a D show. It was bad. It was disappointing, and I'm so sad to see this. I just hope WWE gets better down the road. Hope you guys agree with me. It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. I'm done talking. Again, rest in peace to Chris Cornell, a big legend of mine. And yeah, stay tuned for NXT, because that's the only good shit you're gonna get. I'll make videos down the road. I don't know when, but soon, because I mean, school's almost over, and I'm about to graduate from high school. So until then, I'm out. Subscribe.